Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day, and today I'm going to be talking about the Spellshop by Sarah Beth Durst. I listened to this book as an audiobook and the narration was by Caitlin Davies. I give this book 5 out of 5 stars. It was so good. This is a cozy fantasy book and it is really such a warm cup of tea. It is so good. It is really the book you want to pick up when you're tired of like high stake fantasies and you just want to chill out and just read something that just makes you feel warm inside. Even though this is a cozy fantasy, there were some medium stakes. I would say they were not high stakes, but there were some medium stakes. So the story was still quite interesting throughout the book, even though it was really cozy. So we follow Keela, who is an introverted librarian who works in a library in a city called Elysium. In the beginning of the book, the city is attacked by revolutionists, so Keela has to flee the city. She decides to go back to her childhood home on an island called Caltray with Kaz, her sentient plant. Kaz is a sentient animate spider plant who was Keela's assistant in the library. It was an unnatural event because he's not supposed to exist. But Keela found him in the library and she decided to keep him and nobody stopped her. So I guess it worked. When the city got attacked, Keela tried to grab as many books as she could because the library was burning up. And so she took as many spell books as she could and she fled to Caltray. When she arrived in Caltray, she decided to go back to her childhood home, which had been abandoned since she had left. A small context, it is illegal for people who are not sorcerers to do magic spells. So like Keela taking spell books was actually illegal. So she is kind of wary of using those books because she does know how it works because she's a librarian and she has read all of the books and she knows approximately how to do the spells, but she's still wary of it because she technically isn't allowed to do that. She decides to open a jam shop, and throughout the book it kind of becomes a spell shop because she starts selling spells to people, but like she doesn't say that they're spells. She says that they're remedies, so that the shop isn't tagged as being a spell shop because that would be actually illegal. Keela meets Bryn, who is the owner of the local bakery on Caltray, and she serves as a friend and as a business ally for her jam shop. Her magic shop, which is not technically a magic shop, goes actually very smoothly in the beginning, but from the revolution that happened in the city, a lot of people fled the city, obviously. And some people find themselves on the island of Caltray. One of them being Redane, an imperial investigator who was tasked with rooting out illegal sorcery. So obviously her presence is quite dangerous for Keela and her enterprise, and so that's kind of the medium / high stakes of the book. It's not a big deal, but Keela has to be careful because she doesn't want to be found out and being sent, in prison. I really loved Keela's character because she reminded me of myself whenever she had to do small talk with people. I am so bad at small talk. If I could avoid it at all costs, I would. It's something that I hate to do. And so Keela, whenever she had to talk to somebody, she didn't want to do it. She was so scared to do it. She had no idea what to say, what to do, and I could relate so much. I really liked Kaz's character. I thought he brought a lot of not huge conflict, but he added a little conflict with Keela in their relationship, which I thought was really interesting because in the beginning she does want to start doing some spells right away, and Kaz is always like, well, be careful because you don't know who's on the island. There could be some people who are actually looking at illegal stuff and just will totally rat you out, so you don't know. And so he was kind of like the angel / demon on her shoulder. Like sometimes he would make bad decisions and like suggest bad things, but mostly it was like the voice of reason, which I thought was really fun. So Keela always had like somebody to lean on whenever she wouldn't know what to do, so I think that was really nice. Another character that I thought was just so funny, it was a sentient cactus that Keela brings to life, not on purpose, and the cactus she calls it meep because that's the only sound that he does. He cannot speak like Kaz, and so he becomes like a little assistant to Kaz, and Kaz doesn't like him at all. And I think that's what was so funny about it, and because I think he was just kind of jealous because there was another sentient plant alive in their lives. And so I thought it was just really funny, and it was so cute. I would have loved to have a meep in my life. There is like a romance outline in this book, but it is so slim. Like, I wouldn't call this book a romance book at all. It is a cozy fantasy. There is a small aspect of romance involved, but like really slim. The only problem I would say in this book was that there were so many side characters, which I understand because once you get on the island, well, you meet all these people, but it was a lot to keep track of. Overall, I really love the magic system in this book. I thought it was really genius how it was made because it was used with real stuff. Like, it's not just like some words that you say out loud and something happens. Like, you would have to have the ingredients and the magic words, and it would all have to be said in a certain order and everything. So I thought it was really nice because there was a clear magic system, like there were rules that you had to follow or else it just wouldn't work. And so I thought it was really nice to have this clear magic systems, because sometimes you don't have a clear magic system and you don't really know how it works, and sometimes stuff would happen and you would be like, well, how? And the book would just be like, trust me, bro. So if you really like cozy stories, and like, since it's summer, I think it's the best time to read a just cozy fantasy. You read it like outside with the sun, like it's just perfect. So that was it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Tell me down below if you have read the Spellshop and what did you think of it, or are you going to read it this summer, and please tell me when you read it. I will see you guys next week. Goodbye.